Soul Simmers, I wanted to cover the first images of the three different districts in the world of Innisgreen. So this is from Moonshine Sims, so shout out to them for having this image, and this is an exclusive. We have not seen this yet. Today was the day of the roadmap. This is June 5th at the time we're recording, but Moonshine Sims needs to have an exclusive first look. Now we saw on the roadmap that we're going to get a trailer on June 12th, and then we're going to get a gameplay trailer on June 26th. So we're around the corner from getting more information. Innisgreen is a new world coming in the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. Now in the teasers on that Something is Growing website, we were told that there'd be 3 neighborhoods inside of Innisgreen. One neighborhood would be a waterfront town. One was going to be a grove where there's a mixture of nature and the forest, and then one was going to be a magical forest. So trying to make the image a little bit bigger because it's a little tiny, but on this far left side, this looks like the first neighborhood. So this is the one that's the waterfront town. So you can see it has a big gnome statue in the middle, a bunch of like a town square. You can see some sort of stand here. I don't know if they're going to sell something. Maybe something relating to the apothecary skill. I'm not 100% sure. There's a couple Sims standing around. But it looks very gorgeous. All the towns in The Sims 4 are pretty picturesque. I don't know if the water is going to be swimmable. What does stand out to me in this picture, and I'm sure I'm overreading into it, but it looks like there's cars parked in the parking lot next to this, whatever this building is here in the middle. Not 100% sure though. Notable sidewalks and stuff like that. In the middle picture, this must be the residential area where Sims can, the mixture of town and nature. So you can see references to fairies. You can see a guy with wings flying here. There's a chick with fairy in here in the middle. And then we have another lady who looks like she's maybe using her fairy powers on someone. And then there's a child swinging on a new swing set. So maybe it's a park or a garden or something on this lower half. In the middle, maybe that's a fairy house, or I have no idea what that is in the middle. And in the background, you can see a regular house, beautiful with a pond, a lot of foliage, like a gazebo. It looks very nice. Now on the right hand side, I don't know if this is the magical world where maybe only fairies exist, or maybe this is the part with the natural living skill. So if you see there's another building, maybe it's a bar, maybe it's a apothecary building, maybe we're getting a new lot type. There's a house in the background. We've got someone interacting with a tree, doing some sort of magic in the middle. There's a bunch of potted plants for sale. You can see some different bouquets and arrangements here at the bottom right. Maybe you can own a potted plant store if you have businesses and hobbies. Hopefully we can see a lot of cross-pack play. What's really important is I see there's one Sim who looks like he's just sleeping on the ground. So they did mention with the natural living skill that Sims are able to, heal their needs without having like bed and plumbing and stuff like that. Maybe that works in this part of the town. This snippet I think is really helpful. It's definitely playing on the nature theme. It kind of confirms that fairies might be playable and not just NPCs, since we see them wandering around. Maybe we can become a fairy somehow. Maybe you have to earn it and unlock it. But yeah, I'm loving the scenery. All these new plants and flowers are so gorgeous. I'm curious to see new shop opportunities. Like I said, the last expansion pack was businesses and hobbies. Maybe you can own potted plants or apothecary as a small business. I just want to see a little bit more information. We've had some really beautiful towns. I mean, I love the world that came with Life and Death. Cottage Living came with Henford on Bagley, which was absolutely gorgeous. So we've had some picturesque worlds, but what makes Innisgreen unique and how are they playing on this natural living concept is going to be interesting to see. But let me know in the comments below, does this image of the 3 neighborhoods make a difference for you in terms of the new expansion pack?